Hello, hello, everyone. Hello.
Hello.
I'm excited for this chat because, Lais and I, we have so much in common. She's my soul sister. And every time we connect, there's so much that comes through. If you're not following her, by the way, just pause and go follow her real quick. She has an
Same about
amazing,
Abigail.
right?
Everybody go follow her. What are you waiting for?
Oh man,
Seriously.
she has an amazing podcast, and her work is just incredible. I have not completed my journaling stuff yet, so I can't say it's
Ah,
completed.
take your
But
time, sister.
it just she has amazing programs that she offers, and just her energy in general. You want to get to know her. So the last time we connected. Well, first of all, welcome, my dear. Thank you for joining me. Thank you
Oh
for
my
doing this with
God.
me.
No, I was so excited to do this together, to just come on here and chat and see what comes up.
Yes. Yeah, we didn't plan anything. All
No.
we know is that it's going to be about past lives.
Yeah.
So get ready. Who knows what's going to come out? So last time we connected, we were talking about past lives, and I asked her, well, did I ask you that question, or did it just kind of come
No,
up?
it came through, right? Because what was it? I think it was your goddess program.
That's true.
Yes, so this whole ISIS thing came up, no?
Yeah, yeah, it was then. And you're like, huh, I see, I'm there. What am I
Yeah.
doing there?
I was like, oh, we had this past life together.
And it was
Oh,
like Egypt, and then also Greece. Was it Greece? It was
yes,
like
that was yes,
Oracle of Delphi.
yes, we were
That
there
yeah.
as priestesses channeling together.
Yes. Yeah. So that kind of sparked, not sparked, because it's always been there. We both kind of dive into the whole past life thing. So this is just like candy for us right now. And
Yes.
if you're following Lais, she shares a lot of her experiences with her clients, like
Yeah.
past lives and space clearing, which is going to be
Mhm.
a whole nother topic we can do another time. Right. So if like hopefully this sparks something in you too, because I feel like past life, the topic of past life is something that's been thrown around. People don't really know the purpose of it. It's been
Mhm.
used as like just a fun tool, kind of like another quiz that you take to find out something. You're like, oh, my past
Yeah.
life. But it's like, why do we have access to that? What is your take on past lives?
For me, it's been the single most tool that I used to raise my awareness and to understand my purpose in this lifetime, why I'm doing what I'm doing. And this whole awareness around there is no dharma without the karma previously, right? So I went through a whole lot of karmic lives to understand that I had to heal that karma, let go of that karma, and walk towards my dharma, which is what I'm doing in this lifetime. And yeah, people hear the word karma and they don't know what to do with it. What is it? But it's such a deep topic if you dive into this. Your life's gifts and talents in this lifetime have not always been there. You went through karmic shit in the past. So I love this journey of the soul, how we evolve and how we need so many different lifetimes to get to where we are now.
Yeah.
And I saw hundreds of past lives, be it for myself, be it for my clients. And you just understand so much about the soul, right? All our traumas, our fears, our phobias, our talents, our gifts, everything. It's
Yeah.
just amazing.
It really is. It really helps you understand how multidimensional our soul is. Like even though we're in this lifetime, we can still have access to all the other past lives. And knowing why we have access to that, I think, is so important. You were talking about you use it to evolve and
Yes.
expand in this lifetime. And I feel like most people don't see that yummy,
I
goodness there. It's like,
know.
what does it mean when you discover a past life? What do you do with that? Is it just, oh, I was in Egypt and then what? So
Exactly.
I think,
And you can go so much deeper than, oh, I have a witch wound, right? In spiritual world, everybody talks about the
oh
witch wound.
yes. Yes, that's
But,
popular.
let's go deeper.
There's so much more to
Yeah,
that.
there
Oh my
is.
gosh. And I love past lives. For me, it's like before I start, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves.
Maybe it wasn't even needed because our energy speaks for itself.
It does. It really does. Oh man, we just like went right into it. We're just totally okay. But yeah, let's just do a quick introduction. So hopefully you know me by now, Abigail Mensah Bonsu, founder of Moon Goddess Academy, Moon Goddess Publishing. And here's my soul sister. Go ahead.
Lais. So I am a healer. I'm an intuitive business coach, channeler. I'm the author of 2 books, and I have 2 podcasts. One is about helping business women grow their business, called Female Soulpreneurs. The other one is very new. I haven't even announced it out there, but it's called Happy Home, and it's a space theory podcast that I'm doing with my mom.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. I can't wait. She has so many amazing stories about space clearing. This woman is so talented when it comes to that. Like, whoo, that's one work that I tell my guides, thank you. Thank you for not letting me do that, because it can be intense, but it's so powerful.
It is intense and beautiful. So I'm excited about that. Like yourself, I'm multi-passionate, as people can notice. We do so many different things, but still, we bring them all into under the same umbrella. Of course, it's all healing related.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm trained in past life regression. So I bring clients back into their own past lives. I do past life readings, have been doing that for over a decade.
Yes.
It's been huge in my business. Past life readings.
Is.
Yeah.
It's like woven into your programs, and it's just
everywhere. It's everywhere.
I love how you incorporate it in there. It's just what is that last program that I did?
It's called Channel and Heal Your Business. Was it that one?
Was it that one where we were, there was a section where we went to past lives and you kind of walked us through.
Yes.
Was that one?
I think it was. Was it the Abundance Accelerator? I'm not sure now.
It might have been both, actually. I know in both, like you take us through, like, okay, you connect it to, certain wound that is holding us back in this lifetime. And then we see it and then we heal it. But it's the way you do it. It's just like, oh, genius.
It's so much fun.
So yeah, we both love past lives. My experience with past lives, I feel like there was a year in my awakening that I feel like I was just like I was just like, what word am I looking for? Initiated deeply into my past life. And it was like each month a past life will come through. Wow. And I would dream about her. And it was like real. Like I would wake up feeling everything, like shaking, sometimes sweating. There was one past life that, oh my gosh, she was so mad. She turned the entire village upside down with tornadoes. And I woke up.
I have one like that.
Oh, no way.
I do. I actually killed people with that shit. Oh, no kidding.
We gotta dive into that. That is so, oh my gosh. Yeah, she got betrayed and by her best friend, because her best friend wanted my husband. And it's so funny because this same cycle, this person, we incarnated into this lifetime too. It's so interesting. Like there's so much there. But yeah, so she betrayed me to the villages that my healing, of course, is evil and all of that. And all the villages, even though I've healed their children, I've healed them, they turned against me. And it was like, I was just like blacked out with rage. And just like the clouds, like everything turned black and started spinning and things just start. It was insane. I woke up like my earth was shaking. It felt like I was in an earthquake. So it was like a whole year of intense different, like 12 or more different past lives. And each time it's like I went there to live it, went through the wounding, and then went through the healing. So when I came out, it was like,
Yes.
okay, we've closed that chapter. Here's the gift. We've activated the gift within you. Let's go to the next one. So that was the most intense, like, induction into my own
I
past
love
lives of
it.
remembering. Yeah. Whew.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes, that's so intense. And it's true that with our emotions and our thoughts, we can create so much change around us, including the weather, right? I mean,
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
I know. I want to hear yours. Like even before that experience, I have a connection with the weather. I've
Yes.
always had a connection with the weather. And there was a time that I felt like I could even control the weather, but that's just who controls nature? Nobody controls nature. So I think nature responds to my emotions, but I don't
Mhm.
control nature. So I want to hear yours.
Yes, it was pretty much also at the beginning of my spiritual awakening
Mhm.
and going into energy healing and starting to see past lives. And I also just saw how my whole village or town that I was living in just got destroyed by all these storms and tornadoes. And I was just mortified. Oh my God, did I do that? And oh, so there was lots of healing to be had
Yeah.
around. Of course, as healers, we are powerful, but we need to remember how powerful we are, but also we do not want to overdo it, right, in a bad way. So it's always finding that balance, and finding that balance, it's a whole journey by itself.
It is.
We don't want to be arrogant and cocky as I'm the best world healer, but we are powerful. And remembering that in a humble way, that's a huge journey. And so seeing all these terrible past lives where we really fucked up,
Yeah.
it's humbling.
It's
It
like
really
the
is.
karma part that you were talking about,
Yes, the
understanding
karma
the
part.
karma. Yeah.
So I did that. I used black magic on people and harmed people through black magic. And yeah, there was so much bad stuff that I did in past lives.
Didn't we all? And that's the thing, it's like we came here to have certain experiences. So
Yeah,
the longer you've been here, if you're an old soul, you've had good and bad, light and dark, because that's how our
absolutely.
soul learns. So we don't have all nice past
Hmm.
lives or all glorious past lives. There's some past lives that are more darker
Yeah,
because that's what the soul wanted to experience. We all have that. if
we
you're
do.
if you're a newborn, in this lifetime, then maybe you haven't experienced that. And I've met some newborns that I envy them. you
Yeah,
know, they're so innocent.
yeah. And then that's when the work as a healer gets really deep and better, when we as healers look into our dark side of the soul that we used to have. And it's not just, oh, I was a good witch and I got killed during the witch hunt. It
Yes.
was, we haven't just been good witches.
No. No. Again, it's human experience. Like mine, with
Yeah.
just pure rage. And yes, she was wronged, but if she could have controlled her power, but she
Hmm.
just like on it was like full on unleashing, no holding back, no regrets. Like I woke up like, holy, like, oh
Hmm.
my gosh, and I felt good and then I felt bad too. But
Yeah.
it's just like, wow, that was her reality though. That's the life that she led. That was the
Mhm.
reality of what she experienced. And there was compassion there. But I also was like, oh my gosh, that woman was powerful. And she was
Oh,
just like hindering it the whole time. And maybe that's why she kind of unleashed it at the end, like just to show them that she's been just, she's been nice to them, and then they treat her
mhm.
that way, kind of thing. It's so fascinating.
Wow. Do you know where that was?
No, no, I just see, oh, interesting. The funny thing, some of the things that I saw in that vision, so I saw what is it, like, like how the Capitol buildings are. Like I saw one of the Capitol buildings like upside down. So I wonder if it
Mm.
was in the US at like an early
Mhm.
time. Yeah, because
Mhm.
there was still a lot of forest. The houses were very simple. People
Yes.
were living very simple. So it must be like really early, but on this soil. That's very
Oh,
I wondered why that building was there, because I was like, that's that why is that there? You know? But
wow.
now, yeah. Huh. Interesting. Yeah,
Mhm. Love it.
that
Ah,
is very interesting.
yes. And the one we just saw a glimpse of, the one
Yes.
where we were priestesses
In
at
Delphi
in
or
Delphi, we don't know anything else about it, right?
mm-hmm.
Shall we have a little look?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sure that there was not just one of those past lives, because it
No.
was like hundreds of years of
Yes.
worship at that temple.
Yeah.
Why don't we just close our eyes and each individually check in what else we were living through there?
Yeah.
So I
Are you
will go.
guys, do you guys want to come on a journey with us?
Yes, anybody's welcome.
Yes. All right, let's do this.
Okay, wow.
What do you see?
I saw one where there were 13 of us in a circle. You were my mother, and I had a sister there, like there was family, there were friends, there were 13 women. And then we got dragged out of there. It was a different kind of people. It was not our race, so it was a different country or something. They dragged us out and killed many of us. And that was the last time I went to that temple.
Mm. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The one that I saw, so this must be way before that lifetime, because we were both standing on a cliff, like the
Mm.
ocean. We're looking at the ocean and the wind. I just saw like the wind blowing through our hair, and we're just standing there, just like, I don't know what we were doing, but we're just like looking at the ocean, and the wind was just blowing,
Oh,
and it's just
nice.
the fresh,
Nice.
yeah, that salty air, and it's just warm. It just felt so good, and the temple was like behind us,
Mm.
and we were more like I guess you would say sisters in the
Mm-hmm.
temple. And
Mm-hmm.
we're around the same age and even the same heights. Like we're standing there, like our hair looked the same. Like we looked like it was like, yeah. And we were just like holding space. There's that this stillness, even though it was windy, there's a stillness within us. So I wonder if it was like a ritual we're doing or we're
Mm.
connecting to something, but there's a stillness within us in the chaos of the windiness, if that makes
Oh
sense.
my God. And that's such an important message for where we are right now in this world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, fascinating.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah.
you were teaching, like the past life I saw, you were teaching everybody to channel properly, and safely with
Safely,
responsibility.
yeah. It's so interesting because that's something that came in our in when we were talking about my program Goddess Unleashed and the new, this new stuff that was coming through, which was funny because we're talking about Goddess Unleashed and all of a sudden you're like, Isis is just creating new programs for you. Like
Yes, she saw this whole new thing coming.
and the channeling was a big part of that. It's like,
Yes,
why aren't you teaching people to channel? Like
yes.
how to channel properly.
Yeah, with responsibility, because you don't want to channel entities, which a lot of people do.
Yeah. And not don't even realize it.
Yeah, they don't realize it's a shame.
It's scary. It's
It
really
is
scary.
scary. Yeah.
I'm seeing a past life also in the oracular ages, I should say,
Mm.
where it was like you were the mother of the temple, if that makes
Mm.
sense. Like you were in charge of all the women that were there, and you were in charge in assigning which woman would be the oracle for. It was like that month or that week. But
Oh,
it was like
nice.
dependent on I guess back then they'll say the gods chose her or the goddess chose her.
Wow.
Like this, there was a signature, but I think it had to do with the message that wanted to come through and which woman was aligned with that message. Yeah. But you
That's
were, yeah,
powerful.
you were in charge of all of that. You're like the mother of the temple. Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful that not any single person on this planet has all the answers, but we all need each other collectively to come together to channel individual messages, and all these messages coming together then form the puzzle, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. I love that. I love
Mhm.
that. Absolutely. You know, I was talking to Lais. I was like, those times, I mean, some of the past lives in the temple wasn't always delightful, I should say. but but there are many that I remember that it was one of the best lifetimes, because there's nothing like sisterhood, to be honest,
Mhm.
and to be in deep service to your gift and have the community take care of you and treat you with reverence and sacredness is,
Mm.
there's nothing that can compare to that.
No. So I'm just receiving the information that that lifetime or lifetimes that we had, we never had any other lifetimes where we channeled as well as in that temple.
Yeah.
And so we went there to master it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It was truly a mastery. And that
Yes.
it's like we were dedicated to just that and that. Like
Mhm.
there was nothing else.
No.
You know, it wasn't like we were a healer and we could access the channeling. It was just like you are here for channeling. You're focused on that.
Yeah.
That's all you do every day. You know,
Yes. It was
that's what
just
you're
that.
known for. And it just felt easy and simple because we just focused on one thing.
Yes. My God, we were so good at it. It was
Yeah.
incredible. Wow. I almost get like, I get this sense of, oh, I miss that good old time.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Since I've been really tuning into that, especially bringing through the channeling, that the stuff that Isis wants to co-create with me, it's just like,
Yeah.
wow, that was a good
I
lifetime.
almost wonder if that will take more center stage in our work at some point, that we come back
Right.
to that and do it more. Like, I don't know. Let's see.
It keeps coming through. I know, like there's some, famous, I'll say famous channeler on well-known channelers, like what is his name? Why am I forgetting his name right now? There's a couple of them. Oh, I'm forgetting his name. Maybe will come in. But there's certain channelers that I follow and I just love them. Like like this guy that I'm forgetting his name. Oh my gosh, why am I forgetting his name? He channels his multi-dimensional self, and it just is so cool. Like his whole story and that whole transition, and I was drawn into that. I was like, oh
Mhm.
my god, just listening to her. I mean, listening to him tune in, and then it's always fascinating.
Mm.
Channeling has always fascinated me, and the ways that people tune in and
Yes.
who they bring through has always fascinated me. And it makes sense because I've had numerous lifetimes where I had to master that.
Yeah, we mastered that already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, wow. So really curious to see, what comes through this lifetime, if we go back into that more, or I don't know. Or maybe it's about you teaching others again how to do it responsibly.
That's definitely coming through. I know
Mm.
that is the truth. It's
Tell
coming
us
through very
about
strongly.
this. Tell us about what is coming up in July or August. You have a program starting, no?
I'm like looking at my schedule right now. In June, yeah, it's
June.
the Channeling Challenge, which I haven't even
Oh, yes.
announced yet.
Ah,
But
there you go.
she knows
Good.
because I've been talking to her about it. And it just, I'm really excited to bring that through. I'm gonna walk you through 5 days of what it means to be a channel for divine, and we're gonna go through what is your channeling. We're going to ignore what everybody else is doing and what it's supposed to look like. We're going to tune into you. Who are you as a channel? What is what do you call it? Like the protective mechanisms, or, like what you need to always make sure that you're channeling the light, you're channeling your true essence, instead of God knows what else there that you can. It's like being aware of what exists out there that you should not be tapping into. Like, we're going to be breaking it down in an easy way. So yeah, I can't even like put it in words, because
I'm excited. Like, I can't wait to share this with my audience too, because I think it's so important,
yeah,
this work. And
the cool part, the part that, I mean, I'm excited for all of them, but especially understanding the type of channel you are, and why you are, or what you're here to channel through, and what that looks like. I think that is so important. And also the protection piece. Why should you protect yourself? Why is that important? Like talking about all of that. I think if more people knew that, like, they could truly be pure channels of whatever it is that they're here to bring through in their own unique way. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's gonna be amazing.
I'm excited.
Me too.
You helped me bring it through. Yeah, she's excited because she's been able to see it with me and feel it with me. Yeah, it's gonna be good. So look out for that. I'm putting it together, and yeah, that's coming up. I haven't done a master class or a challenge in a long time, so that will be a great way to break the ice.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be very important.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, right? Oh, that's going to be fun. So I wanted to ask you, what was the first lifetime experience or past life experience that came up for you?
It was at the time when I had a karmic relationship. So it was very early 30s, like 30 probably. And my boyfriend in this lifetime never wanted to make the driver's license. He was super traumatized for whatever reason. We didn't know why, but he didn't want to drive a car.
Yeah.
That was super weird, because everybody has a driver's license over here. And then I saw a past life where we were in Belgium in 1800 something in a horse carriage that he was driving. We had 3 kids in the back. And there was this accident, the kids died, and he could never forgive himself. And so once that was healed, I mean, the karmic relationship ended after that, because we were able to let each other go with love and respect. But he started driving even without a driver's license. Then he was, he really healed that. And that's when I realized that is so powerful. Karmic relationships, you understand why you came together. Sometimes it's to heal something and to let each other go then with love and respect, or you make it work, but obviously in a better way. Yeah. So that was huge. It was a huge awakening for me to see that.
I love that. That in terms of relationships, the people that we incarnate with, whether they're soul family or because of karmic relationships, like things that we need to tie, like loose ends we need to tie up. For me, grad school, I was surrounded by them. Like, it's like most of my classmates, like I met them, and it's like, boom, I could see them. This is how we met. This is how we connected. And they could see it too. And so like we all knew each other, like in different lifetimes, and we'll talk about it. And it was really cool. It's so interesting because there was one woman who I actually, I was the matchmaker for my husband back then. We weren't together. Like, I'll just match him with others. And I was like, she likes you, date her, and he went for it. And, of course, at some time it ended. After it ended, then it started to transition where the universe was starting to bring us together. And so like, this was like a year later, we came together, and it's just so interesting. All the, like one of the past lives that I was shown with this woman and my husband, we were in Egypt, and, I had a mystery school there, and, people people would send their daughters to come study the mysteries with me. And of course, my husband was the king, the pharaoh.
Mhm.
I mean, the first thing I say when they come in is that he is very charming. You're going to think that he's going to leave me for you. You're going to get your heart broken. Like, don't fall for that. And the girls knew that. I mean, he's a pharaoh. He can have whoever he wants. We had this understanding. He, like I was his wife, he respected me, but I also understood that he was a pharaoh. Like
Wow.
he has his own, like, what do you call it? Like court maidens, whoever they call it.
Yes, concubine.
Exactly. But I knew that he would never leave me. And so this one woman, she came in as a girl, and she was my top student. I loved her. Like, she just got it. Like, she advanced quicker than most of the women in the temple. And of course, she met my husband and she fell in love. And all the classmates were like, don't do it. Don't go there. She's not gonna leave her. You're gonna be heartbroken. Don't do it. But she did, and she truly believed that he would leave me for her, and she would be the next queen. And my husband told her, like, she asked him, and he's like, "No, are you kidding me? No, like, that's not happening." And so at the end I had to release her, which was very painful for me, because she was my top student and she was like a daughter to me. It was very painful, and I was like, I told you not to go there. Why did you have to do that? I have to let you go.
Wow. Do you know that soul in this lifetime? Do you know who it is?
Oh yeah, we went to school together. We were friends. We were all in the group, like, seriously.
That's wild.
I mean, even up till now, I dream about her, like when she's about to appear into our lives, whether whether my husband sees her, or like, I dream about her, and the next day she'll show up in person.
Wow.
But yeah, it's like that whole triangle thing. That was like the first lifetime. That's another lifetime. There's many lifetimes like that same triangle of her chasing him. And this lifetime it played out again. But this time it was different, because we chose to do something different.
Love it.
This time he's not a pharaoh. He doesn't have a queen.
Damn it.
Yeah. So
not appealing any longer.
Even though in a way, it's like the way it played out is that I was his matchmaker at the beginning. So the way it's like still, like, here, this woman loves you. Just go ahead and date this girl, and it's just like, what? How these past life play out. And we finally broke the karma. I remember one of the ways that I broke it, or we broke it, is that it was like it was a dream. I would have like series of dreams, and this one was so intense. Oh my gosh, I woke up like shaken. But I remember I was like, oh my gosh, you're not going to let this go, are you? And she's like, no, he's going to choose me. And I was like, fine. I was like, fine. So I shot him in the dream. And she's like, what did you do? I was like, the part that you're connected to is done.
Wow.
I was like, I'm going to see him again because he's me. That's my twin flame. Like, there's no separation there. But that part, that cord, whatever that is done. And it's like, that's when it got severed. And I was like, you gotta be free in this lifetime. You can't hold on, then you won't meet anybody. Like, you need to be free. But yeah, that was like my healing. My husband went through his healing of the severing too, like, because I couldn't do it for him. And it was very intense to like watch him go through that severing too, because he wanted to support her. He wanted to be nice and all, but it was too painful.
Wow.
And yeah, so it was like a whole process.
What a story.
Right? I mean, that's like the short end of the story. It was quite an experience.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And even to the point where, in terms of the mystery school, so I went to a mystery school. I think I've shared it with you before. And I introduced her to my teacher. And so she ended up going to that mystery school. And when she started school there, my guys were like, you're done. You need to leave. Because I had been there for like 3.5 years. And so I graduated, which it was more like my guys pushing me out. Because once I introduced her and she joined it, things changed very quickly, where I was like, this is not the school I joined. This is not the community. Like it changed so quickly. So I was broken that I had to leave. Actually, there was one initiation. It was, which one was it? Was it shamanism or ritual mastery? And my class was like the upperclassmen. We had been doing this for like 2 or 3 years, and her class was like the new one. So she decided to bring us together. And in that session, oh my God. So ritual mastery is about facing your inner demons, facing your shadows, and healing through that. So any shadow that you have will come through this 1.5 year journey. Like you have to face it. It's an intense journey to travel on. And I remember at that point, me and Stephen were together. They had broken up a long time ago, but she was still holding on. She was still heartbroken. And I had this feeling. We're standing in a circle. I had this feeling. I was like, oh, she's gonna say something, and she started coughing. She just started coughing. And my teacher, paused and was like, it sounds like you have something to say. What do you have to say? Get it out of you. Your throat, there's something stuck that needs to come out. And she started, she was like, well, I just feel hurt because I thought we were all friends and now we're not friends anymore. And I feel like she took my guy. And first time ever, I was pissed because first of all, it was like an initiation. I was so excited for this initiation, like my last initiation. And so when she was done, I was like, first of all, you had in 1.5 years to work this out with me. Why right now? Why today? And you severed the bond yourself because of your choices.
Wow, that's intense.
I didn't steal anybody. Like it did not. No stealing happened. It happened the way it needed to. We gravitated towards each other 1 year after you guys separated.
Gosh.
Like it was like right there. It's like the two of us. Like we were given the space to chat, and I was so pissed. I was like, "Damn it! I want this to be a beautiful initiation."
That's crazy.
Yeah, and at the end, I knew that was like my last time in the mystery school. I put in, but I had already been there 3.5 years. So my guides were like, "It's time to go." But I was so connected to the community. I mean, you understand. It's nothing like it. It's like a family. We did so many temple works together, so many rituals together, so many. They become your family. So leaving was very painful. And I resisted. But after that, I knew it was time to leave. Yeah. So my guides, I would say Isis did. She graduated me. She's like, get out, go
out of there.
Yeah. It's like, you've learned everything that you need to remember. Now it's time for you to go practice it. Stop hiding in here,
Wow.
And it was so interesting. Yeah. So the temple manifested in this lifetime, that same temple drama. Yeah.
That's incredible. Ooh. Yeah. It's a gift to be able to witness past life stuff coming up and to have those visions and all the downloads. Because people receive it in different ways, right? Some people just know, other people see all the things. But it's such a beautiful gift to have that.
Exactly. It's like when we see a past life, and this is what I share with my clients, it's like it really goes beyond who you were in that past life, whether you're a princess or a queen or this and that. It's good to learn about that, but what the reason the past life came to you is because you need something in there to help you in this lifetime. That's it. Otherwise, you won't have access to it, because we have a lot of past lives that it's not easily accessible to us because we don't need it this lifetime. It would just like crowd us up if we remembered everything, right?
Yes.
So the ones that pop out at us and actually step forward, they have a message for us to help us move through this life in the way that we want to move through this life, So there's a huge purpose. Let's move beyond the fun, like, oh, my past life with this is like, to what is the healing? What do I need to heal? What are some of the karmic bonds that are ready to be broken?
Yes, exactly.
And what are the golden nuggets that I can take from that to help me in this lifetime right now?
Yes. Ah, love it. Powerful. There should be a book, about just past life stories.
Right? I feel
Mhm.
like there isn't there. Oh, maybe you should write one.
Yeah,
Or
maybe,
maybe we
maybe.
should write one.
Yeah.
Or maybe we can put a book together, like a
Mhm.
multi-author book together of people sharing their past life stories.
Oh, I'm sure that will be amazing.
Ooh, you're giving me ideas, Mama. So how do you see past life? How do you experience past lives when you're
For me, it's very visual, and at the same time, also just the download of messages,
yes.
both. And then sometimes a lot of emotion on top, right? So the body feeling all the things.
Yes.
So it's a very vivid experience indeed.
Yeah. I'm like yours. Yeah. I'm the same way. Yeah. It's like watching a movie, but I'm in
Yes,
that movie
you're in
experience.
that movie.
Yeah. And especially when it's like our clients, it's very interesting. Well, I still find it fascinating because you are like, I allow my clients to tell me what they're seeing
Mm.
before I see, because I don't want to influence their experience. And it always blows my mind where they're like, yeah, I see you standing there with me doing this, and I'm getting the same image. And it's just
Hmm.
like, oh my gosh, I am really there.
It absolutely works.
It's incredible. Incredible. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah, we can talk about this all day.
I
Past
know.
lives are incredible. And then even like going into, and I know you've probably experienced this where, I remember when I first started regressing clients to past lives. I was like, oh, past life, past life. And I realized that it was a continuum. Yet we would go in with the intention of connecting to a past life, but we would
Mhm.
start maybe past life and then we'll go to a future life. And sometimes we'll go to even the very beginning before the soul dropped onto this planet. And it becomes like this whole continuous experience before they would come back. And I was like, whoa, there's so
Mhm.
much more to this than
Yeah,
just past life. Yeah.
and life between lives.
Yes. Yeah. So cool. So, so cool.
There's also amazing books about this. I think he's called, was it Michael Newton? Michael Newton, Life
Michael
Between
Newton.
Lives.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
beautiful book.
There's another book I truly enjoyed. What is his name? I don't know. I don't know where I put it. But it's about, I think he was a doctor. Oh, he still is a doctor.
Brian Weiss?
Yes, thank
Oh,
you.
yes.
Thank you.
I read that with 18 when I was 18. It was the very first book I read about past lives when I was 18.
So good. He did so good
Yes.
sharing his experiences and then also sharing the stories of his clients that he regressed. And
Yes.
it's mind blowing.
And it was by mistake because he was a psychiatrist
Yep.
doing conventional hypnosis. And then suddenly someone just went into a past life. And that's how he
He's
got
like,
into
what
this.
is happening right now?
Yes.
Oh man. So if you guys have any questions about past lives, put it in the comments below. If
Yes.
you are curious about past lives that especially pertains to you in this lifetime and how it can, like help you heal or move forward or help you create and manifest your life. Like seriously, you need to go talk to my girl Lais, okay?
And to yourself. So,
Definitely you, okay? They can come talk to you. You just and just get like, I just love the way she does it because it's not just like I'm gonna take you to your lifetime and then
mm,
it's about the healing, which is what
yeah.
this whole access is about. It's about
Yes.
healing. We have access to our past lives so that we can learn from our mistakes and make it better this lifetime, so that we can tie the loose ends, right? So that we can understand certain conditions that we have manifested in our bodies, right? This is how we
Yes.
can get miraculous healing because we
Mhm.
can go back and heal that. And then our bodies are like, oh, I don't have to hold this anymore. There's
Yeah.
so much more to it. So if you're curious about your past lives, but not just, like the surfacey level, you really want to
Yes.
dive in deep, go schedule an appointment with her or just talk to her, send her a message. chat with her, make an appointment with her, like you will come back and thank me for it. Yeah.
I can tell the same thing about you. So anybody listening, go schedule yourself in.
You know, I was thinking, I was like, maybe we should do like a past life, some kind of past life,
Clinic.
I don't know, program together. I don't know, something together. That would be incredible.
I had one many years ago called the 4-week past life program. Maybe I should just revamp it and you
There you
come
go.
along with your own stuff. And
There
then
you
we
go.
just...
I think it's time, Mama.
Uh-huh.
There
Yeah.
you go. I think it's time. It's definitely
Oh,
time. We need to remember. We need to
yes.
remember so that we can create or recreate, right? Not recreate. Because it's like you're remembering the old, but you're transforming it into something new. Yeah. You're understanding yourself better. You're healing. You're
Let's
evolving.
sit on that and let's see what we come up with together. Who knows?
I love this woman.
That'll be nice.
It's gonna be pure magic. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So, what do you think, sister? Do you think this is a good place to end?
I think so. We covered so much. Incredible. I love it.
We want to hear from you. Like, share if you have a good past life
Oh,
story. We would love to hear from you.
I'm a
If you
sucker
can-
for good stories.
Yes. And, you know, yeah, share it with us, you know, and maybe you can put it in the comments. If you're not comfortable with that, just send us a message, share with us. We'll love to hear, to hear you out, because that's about telling your story too. It makes it very powerful.
Exactly.
So yeah, we would love to hear from you. Okay.
Thank you so much for hosting this.
Yes. Oh, last thing. Do you have a program coming up that you would like to invite people to? I know you have something yummy going on.
I have a program that is a self-healing program that contains all the past life stuff, but then 6 other important areas too, like ancestral healing and, you know, inner child healing, all the different things. That's coming up in September. So if people are interested to learn more about it, they can schedule a free discovery call. Yay! If you want to be part of our past life clinic.
Oh man. Let's not start there. There's so much there with this child here. Yeah.
So cute.
But yes, so in September.
Yes.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You can send me the link and I'll put it in the what do you call it? The show notes.
Yeah.
The description or in the comments. Yeah, we can put it in there. So yeah. All right, my loves. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself like we have. Like,
oh, I hope so too.
Yeah. All right. Bye, everyone.